Paul outside. Pierce dishes to Paul. The rebound by the monster.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The offensive rebound.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
Inside. The pass to Aldridge. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Aldridge has got his first 2 points of the night.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Now it's sent it down to Doris Burke, who is able to catch up with Coach Doc Rivers.
He knows this won't be an easy game, especially defensively. And he talked about how difficult it is to contain shooting guard Manu Ginobili. He told me Ginobili is one of those right-brain scorers. He just sees the game just slightly differently. An angle to get by his man or an opportunity to draw contact. And, of course, he can really do it all. Drive, shoot, and pass. Kevin, Ginobili, without a doubt, one of the more well-rounded and competitive players in the entire league.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Here is Paul, following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. All up top, the shot. It's Crawford with the drive. Crawford missing again. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Parker. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. There's the dish to Leonard. From 13, that misses off the backboard.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first personal foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And it's been an issue for them as it was last year. Only 72% from the line.
And, you know, whenever they get into a stretch where it looked like maybe they would turn it around at the line, they would immediately take a step back.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for Jordan. Reddick comes in for Paul Pierce. Vasquez, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Chris Paul. Second free throw, no good. Here's Serafin. And he drops it in from the low post.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
They kick it out to Green. And it's off from three-point range. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against the Nuggets in Denver.
Proficient in that game at the offensive end of the floor. I mean, their passing was dynamic and their shot selection was superb.
You do those two things hand in hand, Greg, you know the result. You move the ball like they did and take smart, good shots, you're coming away with a lot of wins.
Good.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Clippers leading by 4. 1:10 left to play in the first. Here's Dawson. Cannot hit. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. Green kicks to Mills. Anderson passes to the monster. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Serafin. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Feeds it to Mills. Here's the monster. Bank shot. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Augustine against Green. Shot off the pick. And Serafin throws it down.
Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Spurs trail by 6. Mills passes to the monster. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot. One shot.
That free throw good from the monster. Here's Augustine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the three ball is good.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there? Because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And Spurs head coach Greg Popovich, very demanding. Throughout the years, he was hardest on his point guard, Tony Parker. And here's what Parker had to say about that.
My first 3-4 years, it was tough sometimes. Sometimes, like...
Even though it seems like that was a very long time ago now, to hear Tony was checked in for San Antonio.
Freak.
On the floor for San Antonio, defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. The monster out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the point guard position. And he gets the bucket.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Aldridge kicks to Leonard. Looking for Aldridge, he gets it there. Pass to the monster. And he drops in the layup off the glass. The monster's got 7.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also knocking down the mid-range because they're making good decisions with the basketball.
And both free throws good for Redick.
Really giving them fits. They just can't find an answer for Redick. He's got 8 points and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
Clark, 5 pretty big points indeed.
Parker passes to the monster. They kick it out to Green. Just 5 on the clock. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Pierce. Dawson comes in for Jamal Crawford. Vasquez, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Chris Paul. Then for the Spurs, West is checked in for Aldridge. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Vasquez dishes to Seraphin. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
First trip to the line for him here. And the Spurs making a change here. Anderson's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Spurs trail by 17. West to screen on Augustine. The monster passes to West, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Spurs have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And here's Mills, down low. To the paint, it's deflected and stolen by Jordan. Dishes it to Vasquez. Here's Dawson. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Spurs trail by 17. West kicks to Anderson. Mills passes to the monster. Here's West. Makes it off the glass.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
LA's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Seraphin, that's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists in the game. There's the pick. Mills passes to the monster. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And what a luxury when you have depth. I mean, a lot of their scoring in that win came from their reserves. And make no mistake, they carried the load for that team.
Without question, the starters can't do it all game long. You need that help from the reserves, and they got it in that one.
3 on the clock. 3-pointer Augustine. San Antonio with the rebound. Well, Monster's got 5 rebounds tonight. Kicks it to Mills. Here's the Monster, guarded by Jordan. Not enough on that one as it misses. Clippers leading by 17. To the wing right side. Here's Dawson. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that
Jason.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close.
All right, Kevin.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. We're seeing a tremendous game from Paul Pierce.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Checked in for Smith.